Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we're going to review some Jack Daniel Tennessee whiskey. So both of these, the Tennessee Travelers, I think they're both called Tennessee Travelers, right? They're both 500 milliliter bottles. This one's sweet and oaky, and this is or Tennessee's not a bourbon, whatever. Tennessee whiskey, whatever. And this is the bold and spicy straight Tennessee rye whiskey. So that's the rye whiskey. They're both 107 proof. This is the sweet and oaky. And these basically you can only get at the airport. I've had these over here for a little bit. I do have them at home, so I will do a giveaway. Pretty sure I have both of these at home. Fingers crossed. So let's get into it. Well, first, I want to thank Kurt and Trent over at SLB.
But I could see exactly why this would be something that you would want to pair with a cigar. What I would like to see is Carlos Garcia.
Yeah.
Because he's a big cigar guy.
Yeah.
Try this one out.
Carlos has his own channel, too, his own YouTube channel. What a wonderful guy. Very, very giving.
We'll link it in the description.
Yeah.
He gives us a lot for the Riley's Children's Hospital charity event. He gave us the Pappy 15 last year and a Michter's 10-year. Very generous guy.
An incredible fella, honest to God. His channel is just basically his name, Carlos Garcia.
They talked about my channel. They promoted it a little bit for me. So I thank you very much to SLB Drinks. If you guys aren't aware of who SLB Drinks are, I will put them in the description of this video because they're the best and I love them. So I really appreciate them for talking about it, me and their channel. So thank you. Okay, so let's go nose on the sweet and oaky. A little banana, a little nuttiness, but it's not peanut nuttiness. Eventually I'll come back and say it was peanut nuttiness. And then some oakiness. It is called sweet and oaky. There's definitely oakiness there. Okay, so let's try the bold and spicy, the rye. Okay, you definitely get the rye, like rye bread. So it's making me cough. There's like an anise. This might be the most rye thing that I've ever, smelled from Jack Daniels. Because the Jack Daniels barrel proofs that I love aren't that rye in your face. Some baking spices. It's definitely a rye. Okay, so let's try the sweet and oaky. What did I say? I was gonna say I will come back and say it's peanutty. Now it's like peanut butter bread or peanut butter. Very peanut buttery. Especially coming off the rye because I think it showcases more of the sweetness. I love that nose. All right, first sip, definitely drank a little proofy, but it's the first sip, so we'll see. Got some dark cherry, some peanut butter, and I'll finish with watery peanut, which is one of my finishes I don't really like that much, but we'll get into it. We'll see if it's just the first sip. All right, second sip was a lot like the first sip, maybe a little less proofy because I'm getting used to that part. Sweetness is caramel, like typical bourbon, Tennessee whiskey, whatever. And on the finish is also oak, but still has that kind of watery peanut note. Third sip. Okay, you got a little bit more on the finish there, strawberry, Laffy Taffy, and vanilla. Now, one thing I didn't say was the price on these things. These are around $45-ish at the airports. Depends really the airport. I feel like the airports go all over the place on the pricing of stuff. I've seen blends at airports for $120, sometimes $200. So they're not $375s, they're $500s. Yeah, it's the lingering finish is always that watery peanut note. Well, everything up to that is pretty good, but that like the aftertaste is the part I don't like in this. So I'll give a couple more sips. I'm not gonna go back and forth because they're very different. You know what? Maybe that'll help. Maybe that will showcase some other flavors. So I did my 3 sips. So let me go to the rye and see how this one is. Whew, that is rye, but it's starting to get a little bit sweeter on the nose. It was opening up a little bit more while I was drinking the sweet and oaky. Okay, so the rye doesn't have that lingering note that I don't like in the sweet and oaky. Sweet oaky was definitely more complex. This is definitely rye forward. Rye, spice, lingering spice. I did get a little bit of milk chocolate on the finish, but we'll give a few more sips because coming off of the sweet and oaky, very different profiles. So, okay, so on the palate, I got some dark fruit raisiny, a little bit. And then on the finish, spice on the side of tongues. So this is 100% very rye forward and not that complex. There's plenty of other ryes cheaper than this that are better than this. So, and it kind of has a lingering, like wet mint note, kind of like, or like a wet green leafy vegetable note. Not my favorite. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'll go back and forth, I'll score them. Probably not gonna be that high of scores, but I'm recording this right after I recorded, not right after. This is the second video I've recorded in Portugal. If you didn't know, because if you didn't watch the video before this one, I'm in Portugal, and everyone enjoyed seeing the sheep and the views. Well, there's no sheep walking by right now because it's the middle of the day, thankfully, but I will show you the views in the day. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you see me looking over to the right, your left, I guess, the people building my house are over there, so I just keep looking. But let me score these up real quick and I'll be right back. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the view, and because I didn't really enjoy these whiskeys, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I've enjoyed them in the past. I don't know if my palate's just, changed over time. Because I definitely have these at home. Now, I don't know if I have a full bottle, so I'll still do a giveaway. And if I don't have these exact two, I'll do some kind of Jack Daniels thing, which there's plenty of good Jack Daniel products out there. So, to enter the giveaway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with the hashtag JD Travel. Try to make it shorter. I was gonna say travelers, but that's too many letters, So JD Travel. So enter 2 ounce samples for these two. All right. All the information's in the description. Feel like I need to say that once in a while. All right, so let me know if you tried these. Oh, I didn't even tell you the scores yet. So let me tell you. So I didn't get any new notes. I only had a little bit more pours or a little more sips. I do plan on doing another video right after this with my sister and brother-in-law, and I might use these because I'm gonna play a little game where I'm gonna give them pours of like a bourbon rye. This is like the only rye I'm sure I have here, but this is a rye, so it'll be a perfect one to test them on. It's technically the bourbon, but I have another bourbon out in there. So anyway, so the score for the sweet and oaky is a 2.25, and the bold and spicy, the rye, was a 2. So my scoring is 1 to 5, 3 being the middle, 5 being the best. If there's any background noise, my mother talking. I'm not sure if it's picking up on the microphone right now, but everyone's not walking out here too. So much fun. So let me know if you guys have had this, what your thoughts are on it. See you in the next one. Don't do nothing stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.